Hey guys, it's me again. And it's time for another Monster Hunter World video. Now that we're all pretty much caught up in the end game of Iceborne, I thought it would be a great idea to try and make a guide for farming in the guiding lands and make it a little more bearable in any way that I can. Are you tired of farming? Because I know I sure am. Today we're going to try and ease some of the grind for you in the guiding lands as much as possible. We're going to be focusing on a build I've concocted based of the knowledge and information about that guiding lands that we've received from other YouTubers. That really makes the grind less of a chore. Thanks to them for looking out for their fellow hunters, I came up with this build. It's pretty standard. I run max earplugs for obvious reasons, health boost for survival, part breaker which I'll explain later, geologist for double shiny drops. You only need one level, but this build can double as a mining and bone pile build as well, so feel free to freestyle the build to your liking. Max sleep attack is mandatory on this build though, but I would recommend a light wound hitting weapon for easier slinger ammo drops, and a weapon with a lot of sleep or good sleep ammo, because you're going to be applying sleep a lot. And it's better to be safe than sorry when applying it. I personally went with the upgraded Xenolite bow gun, with built-in spare shot, since sleep ammo is precious and spare shot procs are our best friend. Now onto the farming method. Based on the setup we're using, I'm sure a lot of you are able to tell what we're about to do. We're pretty much going to exploiting and spamming the flint shot mechanic, since when a monster collides with the wall they drop shiny materials. If you weren't aware, you're allowed 2 flint shots before the monster is enraged and you can no longer slam them into the wall. That's where the sleep ammo comes in. You typically use it to enrage the monster so that you can keep on spamming flint shot on them. I also like to use exhaust ammo. It works great on rowdy tempered monsters and tempered elder dragons as well. Breaking monster parts are also important for this, because the more you break the more likely you are to increase the drops. The extra research points to level up a region isn't too bad either. That's why we run part breaker and max bombardier. The sooner you break the head, the more consistently you're able to increase the drops. And then as for the drops themselves, this is where the skill geologist comes in handy for some reason, and I'm not going to complain about it, but it allows you to gather from shiny drops more than once. I was hoping the more geologist you use, the more you're able to gather from a drop, but sadly no. Through this method you can easily fill up your inventory within a matter of 20 minutes max. With this strategy you're doing 3 things: farming monster materials, weakening them, and also potentially raising an area's region level just by sleep bombing and flint shot spamming monsters. Through this method you're able to sometimes double if not triple your material farming uptime, all without really engaging in combat with the monster. You got to see just how well this build put everything together flawlessly, from the flint shot, to the geologist, to the sleep ammo and exhaust ammo. I'm sure by now you also know why we use light hitting weapons as well. It's so that if we run out of ammo or things to shoot the monster in the wall with, and trust me it happens more often than you think, then we're able to use the monster's parts itself to shoot it. As for how long you farm the monster for, it will vary on the monster. Sometimes you'll be able to get 6 to 8 flint shot cycles on the monster before they leave. I usually try not push it because I also like to kill and or capture the monster sometimes, to finally round up my farming. Of course I also recommend you guys do the same. Just switch to an aggressive offensive build you have lying around and go finish the monster off to again triple your reward. I also of course recommend taking advantage of fortify, since the fight shouldn't last too long with all the flint shots that the monster takes from the initial farming. And there you guys have it, a surefire method, build and strategy for farming the parts and materials from tempered monsters that you'll need for augments, armor and the crafting of other weapons. I hope this guide was somewhat useful to you all and that I was able to make your grinds in the grinding lands that much more easier and efficient. If this video helped, feel free to share with other friends who are struggling with getting the materials they need. This guide was mainly geared towards solo play, but can work just as well if everyone in your session knows how to crowd control monsters. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I would like to again say thank you to the YouTubers who without them this guide wouldn't even be possible. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay classy hunters, and don't forget to hunt with style.